Hello, hello. It's 2 o'clock in Hawaii, and we just started this the YouTube live. This session is to answer questions about the group mentorship program, the International Nurse to Nurse Practitioner USA Bootcamp. As some of you may know, this is a program specifically for international nurses who dream of becoming a nurse practitioner in the USA someday. Like I said, this is for international nurse. So we are planning to develop a program for general nurse practitioner student, new grad nurses later on. But this is specifically for international nurses who was born and raised outside the United States. So English might be your, for the most part, English might be your second language. Everything's going to be English for this program, so we can help you to prepare to enter a nurse practitioner program, because obviously you have to speak English when you are in the nurse practitioner program in the United States. But don't worry, if you worry, oh, my English level is not that good and stuff like that, do not worry about that. Hello. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today and wonderful week. Please put the comments or questions in the comment section. Really appreciate it. But thank you so much for taking your precious time to join this YouTube live. A couple things I wanna go over about the new program, the International Nurse to Nurse Practitioner USA Bootcamp. So this program is 6 months, and I always think of what helped, what was really helpful if there were such a programs for me when I was trying to become a nurse practitioner in the United States. And one thing is that I wanted to, I think they should be a program to help international nurses to boost their confidence in English. But just studying English is very, very hard. It could be very boring and stuff like that. The best way to improve your English is learning something that you're very interested in, because you really want to know what's saying in the classroom and stuff like that. You want to communicate with your classmates and your mentor. So this is, you kill two things with one stone, so you can improve your English, but also you learn so many tricks and stuff that is helpful to set up a success for your nurse practitioner career. Oh, wonderful. So I got a comment that I finally graduated from nursing school and studying for NCLEX now. Wonderful. Congratulations. I know NCLEX changed recently, so you might have, definitely I would recommend to use a new textbooks, but because the style of NCLEX has changed, but it's totally worth it. One thing I would say is make sure to set up, schedule a date for exam already. It could be like 2 months from now, it could be 1 month from now, but don't just postpone. Don't wait until you feel ready. Then you just keep postponing. But the trick is do it, just schedule it, and then you have a goal. Then okay, it's going to be 1 month ahead, or it's going to be 2 months from now, and then you just come up with the strategy. How can I get myself to that level within this time period? Definitely recommend to do this way, because I know a lot of nursing students who study for NCLEX, but they feel they are not confident and they keep postponing. And a lot of nursing student graduate from nursing program, but then they end up not taking the NCLEX. So don't postpone it. You can do it. I think 1 to 3 months would be probably enough. And if you just set a goal, you finish nursing school. So I'm sure you can do this NCLEX. So good luck with that. Very good. Okay, so back to the explanation of a little bit of the a new program. So again, this is for international nurses, and there will be six modules, um, because it's going to be a 6-month program. So each month you finish one module, and just want to introduce what you're gonna learn. So module 1 is about everything about what nurse practitioners do in the United States, because when I moved to United States to become a nurse practitioner, but then I had no idea really what nurse practitioners do. What's the difference between the doctors and registered nurses and stuff like that, because there's such a lack of information. And with the internet, you might be able to get some, but still, if you're especially outside the United States, it's really hard to really understand what nurse practitioners do in the United States, because different countries may have nurse practitioner system, but what they do might be different from what we do in the United States. So in the module 1, we're going to talk about really there will be a 4 lessons. So what nurse practitioners do, nurse practitioner career 101, is the nurse practitioner profession really right for you, comparing registered nurse's job and a physician's job. And I'm going to introduce how my typical day goes as a nurse practitioner, so you have a little bit more clear idea of how your day's going to be once you become a nurse practitioner. Module 2 is going to be create a successful mindset. I wasn't sure which module put first and the other, and then which one goes later on. But I decided to put this module in the second month, because I think sooner you have the successful mindset, sooner you can be successful. And I'm not perfect at all, but I've been in this profession for a long time. If you count my first nursing school, it's almost 20 years. And I've been nurse practitioner almost 10 years in the United States. And throughout, graduate schools and then being a new grad nurse practitioners, I learned so many things from different mentors. And going through school in the country that you weren't born in, and becoming a nurse practitioner is not easy things. So you probably have face a lot of struggles, but and all of these lessons are there because I personally experienced all of those things. So I wish I had some lessons like that back then, but for somebody who went through the same pathway as you, I want to give you some things that I learned along the way, so you can recover from those struggles and stuff like that. So in the module 2, this is about create a successful mindset. You're gonna learn. This is gonna be a very short lessons, but it's gonna be 14 lessons. So why you need to dream big, come up with the big and small goals, why you need to share your dream to the world, celebrate your small and big wins, choose the people you surround yourself in, and stop comparing yourself to others, change your thoughts from why I don't, from how can I, and stop being perfectionist, how to build confidence, take care of yourself, don't be a procrastinator, be your own coach, and it's never too late. And then the final lesson is how to overcome fear. That's module 2. The second month, you're going to learn everything about how to make a successful mindset. This is not just to go through nurse practitioner program, but also or you just to go through the nursing program, but to create a successful mindset. our program is not just made for you to just get through nurse practitioner program. Our program is to help you to be a successful nurse practitioner in the United States, and you continue your career in the United States. So we're not just looking for that you graduate from nurse practitioner school. We're hoping that and we're very sure you can build a wonderful, successful nurse practitioner career in the United States and stay here as long as you want. And so that's why it's very important to get the mindset that is destined to be successful. Month 3, you're going to learn how to master English effectively. So this is all the very, very practical advice. And in month 4, you're going to learn how to choose and get accepted by your dream nurse practitioner program. It depends on what you want in your life. We're going to talk about how to choose your nurse practitioner program that fits your life goals and how to get accepted by the nurse practitioner program. Module 5, this is going to be a little bit heavy. Welcome to American nursing. So although the nursing is universal, and because I received education and then worked as a nurse in Japan and also in the United States, I can compare a difference of nursing in those two countries. And although nursing, there are so many similarities, but also there are so many differences as well. So when you enter nurse practitioner program, the group grad school, they don't really care whether you're from other country or international student or not. They accept you, expect you to be at the same level as your American classmates. So they don't teach you what American nursing is. So really important to prep yourself before you enter nurse practitioner program so you don't get behind. And the last month, module 6, you're gonna learn the U.S. healthcare system. This is gonna be another big module that you're gonna learn. America's healthcare system, like insurance, and there's a concept that says medical home, and also the relationship between nurse practitioners or healthcare professionals with the patients. So we're gonna talk all about that. But this is going to be a 6-month program, and you're gonna get a workbook, and there will be a lot of assignment you have to write. Everything's going to be English, but that's okay. This is the best way to improve your English. So whether you are already in the United States or whether you are in your own home country, you can improve your English this way. So this is such a wonderful thing to have a technology nowadays. Also, you're going to get monthly live meeting with me and your classmates, so you can ask questions, and we can have a live communication. And you also have access to Facebook page, so you can connect with your classmates, so you can exchange informations. This is going to be very, very exciting. And again, we're not just trying to get you through nurse practitioner program and then that's it. We really want you to be successful, not just to graduate from nurse practitioner program, but also become a very successful nurse practitioner, top nurse practitioner in the United States, and stay here as long as you want to. So this is very, very important to prep yourself before nurse practitioner program. So once you enter nurse practitioner program, you're going to be top notch, top of the class, and you can have a head start for your nurse practitioner career. This video is in English, but if you speak Japanese, you can also ask questions in Japanese as well. I can translate for you. And although I will welcome you to practice your English as well. Okay, so let's see here. I get some questions. Would you teach how to discuss with native English speaker? how to discuss with the English, a native English speaker. Okay, so I understand. Sometimes like, um, I don't know if it's a Japanese thing. I'm assuming that this the Uni-san is Japanese also, but I understand that sometimes you feel like, I want to ask so many questions, but I'm afraid of making mistakes and stuff like that. But in the United States, and then this is going to be something that we're going to discuss in the lesson, and that's why this program is amazing because your classmates going to be all international nurses. I wasn't. I guess I'm still international nurse, so I know where you're from. I know how it is, and then your and your classmates going to be also international nurses, so they have the English is not their first language, so nobody's going to ridicule you. Nobody's going to think that you are stupid or anything like that. So this is going to be a perfect place to practice your English. And when you get to nurse practitioner program, you can't be like you're going to miss a lot of opportunities, but you have a little bit of cushion to prep yourself so you feel comfortable to ask questions, share your opinions in the classroom when you get to nurse practitioner program. That's exactly why I made this program, because I also have programs in Japanese, and that's really helpful too. We talk about this is available only in Japanese so far, but this program is talking about really the manual for Japanese nurses, how to become a nurse practitioner in the United States. But this program is more like really prepping, literally a boot camp, prepping you to be successful before you enter nurse practitioner program. So that one of the thing is you feel more comfortable to speak, write, and communicate in English. Um, so so I think to answer some questions, I mean, of course, you don't want to like you don't want to when other people are talking. But I think in America, I people don't really think that, ooh, why is she speaking or something like that, because of your foreigner. Honestly, I join a lot of national conferences for OBGYN with physicians, well-known professors from medical schools at UCLA and stuff like that. I always ask questions, to be honest, and I know I have a little bit of accent sometimes, and my English might not be perfect, but uh, I rather address my questions, and I'm so excited that I have opportunity to communicate with them, and they see your passion. They don't. I think America, because there are so many people from so many different countries in America. So Americans are used to people who have a little bit of accent, people who have a little bit of accent or language barrier. That's normal. So you are not the only one who have a little bit of accent and stuff like that. I think um, I don't know, it's a cultural thing, but especially I think in Japan, Japanese people learn English for so many years, but one of the reasons why they can't speak English well is because I think they tend to be a perfectionist, which is it was one of the lessons that I literally mentioned in the module too. But I think we tend to worry like, oh, what if my English is not that good, or my pronunciation is wrong. Um, but I think people focus more on your passion, and I learned that from my father, who actually, um, grew up, born and raised in a rural area of Japan, like really rural. Um, so the town only had one traffic light, that kind of rural, like literally rural in Miyagi Prefecture. And then from that town, nobody went to nobody went to studied abroad at the time. But he went to Harvard, and he had a lot of accent. But he was really passionate. He wanted to express himself. He wanted to ask questions. And I'm really like him, but and you would think, Harvard is one of the top universities in the United States or in the world. But and he still did it, and then that's how you get the best of out of it. That I might make some grammatical mistake, or you might say something with the wrong pronunciations and stuff like that. But the most important thing is what you're trying to convey, or the effort that you're trying to understand them. And if there might be some people who might make fun of you, of your pronunciations and stuff like that, don't worry about them. I think they're not intelligent, to be honest. Intelligent people don't make fun of those, because the fact is, you can already speak. I'm sure that you can speak better English than their Japanese. Not everybody can speak two languages. For you, although your English might not be perfect yet, but your English is pretty good. And for many people who make fun of foreigners accent and stuff like that, you can ask them, like, okay, so can you speak any other language other than English? Most of the time they can't. So don't worry about them. I think what matters is your passion, and the content of what you are trying to convey. I hope that was helpful. But that's another thing that we're going to discuss in the program. Uh, really help you to kind of get used to, prep you for a nurse practitioner program. So we actually have three programs. So two are English. I'm sorry, two are in Japanese. One is to really like a manual. This is going to be in Japanese, but a manual for Japanese nurses, for how to become a nurse practitioner in the United States. That's one program. It's called アメリカ Nurse Practitioner 完全攻略コース. And then there is another course which is to help Japanese nurses to improve their essay skills. Because you need essay. Japanese nurses might not know, because in Japan, a lot of times people take exams for entrance to enter a university or college, and then the score, is one of the biggest determination of whether you get accepted or not. But in the United States, you might not have any exams at all. What matters is your grade, which you can't just change it. It's already done. But essay is something that you can improve. And if you have a wonderful essay, you can get into your dream nurse practitioner program or nursing program. Also, you can get a scholarship. And I got scholarship for my undergrad, my master's. For the doctorate, I was already working as a nurse practitioner, so they said that my income is a little bit too high, so I couldn't apply for that. But essay really change your life. So the another program is to improve essay for college or university entrance, and then also for scholarship. And we also have individual BIP 101 coaching program. And this is to discuss really individual, come up with the individual plan for each student. We're going to assess where you are and come up with the 1 month goal, 3 months goal, and then a 6 month goal. And we're going to have a monthly coaching session so we can really help you with individualized advice of how we can get you to the next step. Um, okay, wonderful. So another question that I got, I'm not too sure if she's joining this session, but another question that I got from a viewer is she is, uh, she was a nurse in Japan and she's been working. She worked for several years as a nurse, and then she doesn't have a college degree yet. She doesn't have a bachelor degree yet, but she wants to become a nurse practitioner in the United States eventually. And she was asking which program that she should take first. So she was kind of debating whether she should do the coaching session or boot camp. I mean, she says she's planning to take both, but then she wasn't sure which one should come first. She already finished a master class, which is the Kanzen Koryaku course that I mentioned earlier. That was in Japanese. So that is a little bit hard decision, but I would say just because she doesn't have a bachelor degree yet, I think it might be good to start with the coaching session, because we have to get her bachelor degree first. And good thing is that because we're gonna come up with a good strategy based on my own experience. So she's not gonna waste her time or money and stuff like that. We're gonna come up with a good strategy and have a long-term goal. Our goal is not just to get through nurse practitioner program, but how she can build a successful nurse practitioner career in the United States. So for her case, I would recommend to start with the coaching session, and she can do coaching and a boot camp together at the same time if she wants to, because each program have a different purpose. So the coaching session will be more your individualized plan and advice. Mentorship program is a group mentorship program, so you're gonna build a lot of a good support from your classmates, and you're gonna learn. And the boot camp is good for practicing English and learn things that you should learn before entering nurse practitioner program. So they both have a different roles. But if you guys are not sure which program that you should take, and it depends on your situation as well. So if you are not sure, please don't hesitate to email our team. And the email address is the janpproject@gmail.com. So if you can email, then our staff will answer which program might be the best to take first. So if you are not sure, please don't hesitate to contact us. All right. So I was gonna do 45 minutes, but um, hope I answer all the questions that you guys have. I'm very excited about this boot camp. Get to know you guys and also work with you guys. This is going to be very exciting. Again, if you feel you're hesitant to join the program just because your English level is not there yet, that's why this program is so important. So you can make mistakes before you enter nurse practitioner program. This is coming from my own experience. Once you enter nurse practitioner program, they don't really see you differently just because you're international nurse. You can't, you're gonna do clinical as well, and you are dealing with patients' lives and stuff like that. You can't say, "Oh, sorry, I don't understand." I mean, you can say it, but at the same time, you are expected to be the same as American classmates. So the better you prepare, then it's going to be easier for you to go through nurse practitioner program. So prepping is extremely important, especially for international nurses. And I hope you're gonna get this opportunity. Um, we are having a pre-registration sale. This is gonna end on June 15. You're gonna get $200 off. So this is a very good deal. I hope you are not gonna miss this opportunity. Again, the pre-registration sale ends on June 15, so don't miss that opportunity. And then the final registration ends on June 30th. So I'm hoping to see a lot of you guys, and very very excited to actualize your dream. It's gonna come true. I am very sure of it, but there are some things that you have to take a step, and I'm going to be there to help you with that. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please email. If you're not sure which program to take first, whatnot, please email to our team. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.